All right, very exciting news. We have officially dropped our expansion packs for Scorch. This comes with an insane amount of lo-fi pads, synth pads, and pad sounds, all to help you make the best beats and the best samples whenever you go to cook up. To get these sounds, we actually recorded a massive amount. I say massive, I truly mean this, a massive amount of vintage synthesizers. In the packs, we have the Chroma ARP, the Juno 60, the Memory Moog, the Moog 1, which is right behind me there, and these are also some of your favorite producers' synths that are in their collections, like Desrai, Wonder Girl, and Mike Dean. So in the video today, I'm gonna be going over the sounds inside of the expansion pack so you get a taste for them. I'm gonna show you how you can be using them in your music to help you cook up consistent melodies and beats, so let's go. So I put together this quick little melody, crazy. Maybe even just pitch this up. What I love about Scorch too is the center knob. Like you just heard that. All you need to do is turn this. Now take a listen to this. See how different that sounded? All of these sounds were meant to just increase your workflow, help make things easier and faster when you go to cook up an idea. And honestly, just listening to that first sound, I'm all ready to throw some drums on, so we might as well just get right into it. Too crazy. And again, the best thing about this is you can just change the center knob. Different sound right there. Bring up like up here, I know the LFO turns on, watch. Woo! Quick little trick, you can just right click. If you see these underlines here, that means that you can actually just hit the letter. So if I want to clone this, I just hit C, we just clone Scorch again. Now we can go ahead and add another sound from the expansion pack. Find something else that works. So again, with these sounds, you have so much control. So this is a pad sound. I'm gonna turn on the mono, turn up the glide here. I can actually come in here to effects. I can turn up the dry wet on the delay. By the way, all the sounds that I'm going through right now, these are all from a special kit that we have with our boy Slick coming out in the next coming weeks, so be on the lookout for that. Again, if you want to quickly change this, all you need to do is move the center dial. Boom, just by one little turn, instantly sounds like something different. This could be your part B, let's call it. And what we've actually done in Scorch, if you come all the way below C2, there's actually a bass sound there that you can hold and hear that. So what we actually did is we actually split the keyboard and used some of the parts of the keys that you would never traditionally use. And now you have a full bass that works perfectly with this sound in the preset. Crazy. And again, just to highlight this, any sound that comes with Scorch, whether it's an expansion or the original sounds that it came with, they all have this bass. It's going to save you CPU and it's going to save you a lot of time. That's ready to go. But one of the things I want to highlight here is like, obviously you can see the velocities and stuff. One of the things that we did with these sounds with Scorch is that we recorded them at multiple velocities. So the lighter you play, you're actually triggering on the back end a sample that sounds a bit different. And then as you go higher, and you hit that, you can hear there's a difference between the low and the high. I recorded these synths meticulously so that they actually sounded just like the synths that are behind me. As you fool around with these velocities, it's gonna be changing the sound of the samples, the beats that you're working on. Again, this is crazy. Drop that down. Let's see what the bass sound. Bring this back up. You guys really wanna like, come behind the curtains, you can always hit this effect button and then you can do some crazy stuff. One of the coolest tricks that I've figured out, and as a cool thing that I'd like to show you today, is how you can actually, in Scorch, reverse the sounds. Watch this. So we'll just turn this on. We want to make sure that our fade and our hold are relatively high. And the thing we want to play with, which is really cool because the graphic here is the speed. As you can see, it's a car going down the highway. So for instance, we could have a sound like this. It's a chord. That's how it sounds. See how I just moved the speed and it reversed it? See how it just sucked back? So what you could do is you could actually automate this. So again, browse parameters, you move on your speed, right click, create automation, put that chord in and just have the speed go from the top to the bottom. So I honestly don't think in any other plugin you're gonna see something like this where you could just reverse the sound just like that by automating one knob. Another great benefit of Scorch, especially to use with these pad sounds, is the chord generator. So all you have to do is come down and turn on the chord generator. Instantly now we get this. I can already hear something crazy coming out of this. So once you have the chords that you want, all you have to do is come back up to Scorch, make sure your output is anywhere. It could be 2, it could be 200, it really doesn't matter. I'll keep it on 4, right click, burn to new pattern, and now it is actually going to burn the MIDI. So as you can see, we have the full MIDI here. You want that Kanye sound, take a perk, add a little decapitator to it. Again, all the sounds in Scorch are really made to kind of work cohesively together, so you don't have to do that extra work. So I just copied over the chord progression, and something that you guys can do here is once you copy something over, if you just Control A and then hit Control S, it's going to strum it. So now you can get something cool like this that almost sounds like a lead coming in. Take a listen. That's just one of the piano sounds that we have inside of the Lo-Fi expansion pack, and listen. You hear all that dust and dirt. That is actually because we ran the majority of these sounds off of a cassette. If you know, you're young, you don't know what cassette is. It is the original. Can't believe I'm saying this, but it's the original RC20. I'm actually show you. Come up here into my closet. As you can see, we got the cassette tapes there, and we actually have the cassette tape, which you can see is very dusty. We actually used this to record. We recorded the sounds to tape and then back into the computer, put them inside of Scorch so that you actually had a super lo-fi feel. Again, you could put these last two. You could go like this, Alt S, strum it out. So those are some of the sounds inside of our new expansion packs, and I think, you know, I'm still kind of realizing the crazy thing about Scorch is that when you need to be able to come up with something, whether it's shooting a YouTube video or you're actually in the studio, you're able to come up with sounds that work together with solid chords and melodies on the fly. You have the built-in chord generator, and you have these amazing sounds, and they work so well together. Hopefully today's video gave you no doubt in your mind that Scorch is going to help maximize your creativity and your workflow, help you get out more beats, send out more beats, hopefully get more placements. Fingers crossed for you guys. Scorch is on sale right now. The link is in the description below if you want to check out the expansion packs if you already have Scorch. If you don't have Scorch, I definitely suggest that you get Scorch and you get these expansion packs, because as you just saw, it is so easy to cook up some really crazy music. I know we've been on a little hiatus, but I'm going to be back more present on the channel. We're actually working on something really special. I'm actually excited to announce it. I just can't announce it yet. But it involves sounds, and it involves speeding up your workflow and all the other things that we're committed to doing for producers in the producer community here over at Sauceware Audio. My name is Jacob. I go by my best friend Jacob. I am your best friend, and I hope that you found this video really useful. I'll see you again soon.